But let me say this, like I told you, I'm not going to try to kill him. I'm not going to try to kill anybody. I'm going to beat him.
Obviously, the champion enters tonight's fray, shaken with a full loss of confidence.
Shaken?
Oh, look at that! Muhammad Ali!
On May 16, 1975, at the famous convention center in Las Vegas, the World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. The legendary Muhammad Ali faced off against a dangerous contender with a dark past, Ronnie Lyle. The atmosphere that evening was electric. The crowd waited with bated breath for the great Ali to step into the ring against the man they called the Thug in Gloves. Ali had never before faced an opponent whose life outside the ring was so steeped in violence and crime.
Well, it was back in '61 when I first got involved in a gang fight, and a guy was killed, and I was caught and convicted. And
manslaughter.
Yes.
Those who knew Lyle's biography felt a shiver run down their spine. Ronnie was born and raised in the rough neighborhoods of Denver, where crime and gangs were a constant presence. From a young age, he was surrounded by violence and illegal activity. As a teenager, he got involved with street gangs, committing robberies and getting into fights. At 19, Lyle found himself in court, accused of second-degree murder during a gang confrontation. According to the prosecution, Ronnie had shot and killed a young man from a rival gang. Lyle denied pulling the trigger until the very end, insisting it was a chaotic brawl and he wasn't the killer. Regardless, the court sentenced him to 15 years in prison. Life behind bars was no less brutal for Ronnie. At a Colorado prison, Lyle continued to fight, this time for his survival. In 1965, he nearly died when another inmate attacked him with a makeshift knife. Ronnie lost a massive amount of blood and teetered between life and death.
Well, it was the thing is, when you're in prison, man, everybody's mean, you know what I mean? Or they wouldn't be there. And
where were you stabbed?
I was stabbed in the abdomen over here,
Doctors performed 36 blood transfusions to save him. His heart stopped twice, but miraculously, Lyle survived. After the attack, he spent 90 days in solitary confinement, where he began to rethink his life. In the grim silence of that cell, Ronnie started doing push-ups, punching the walls, and dreaming of a different future. It was behind bars that he found salvation in boxing.
And so I started doing exercises like push-ups and squats and sit-ups and toe raises. And I got to where I could do 1,000 push-ups in an hour, which was pretty good, So it didn't, the time didn't really bother me. And that's where I decided I wanted to be heavyweight champion of the world. I saw myself as being a world champion.
Lyle joined the prison boxing program and quickly began to excel. He told fellow inmates and guards that he could fight just as well as the stars he watched on television. And he was right. At amateur prison tournaments, Ronnie won victory after victory, losing only one bout during his entire incarceration. His natural strength and fury made him a terror in the ring, even behind barbed wire. After more than 7 years, Lyle's persistence paid off. Influential people in Denver learned about the talented fighter with a troubled past. A local millionaire businessman took an interest in Ronnie's story and helped secure his early release, arranging a job for him as a welder. The former prisoner walked free in 1970, and the very next day, he headed to a boxing gym, determined to start a new life. Lyle quickly made his mark in amateur boxing. Within just a few months, he became the North American champion and earned a spot on the U.S. national team. He even defeated the strongest Soviet boxer at an international tournament, which helped him fully clear his criminal record before turning professional.
The second round in our truck. Lyle all over. Lyle has...
In the professional ring, Lyle continued his meteoric rise. He made his debut in 1971 and won 11 fights in his first year, with 9 of them ending in knockouts. His immense physical strength struck fear into opponents as they fell one after another to Lyle's devastating punches. In 1972, Ronnie knocked out former light heavyweight world champion Vicente Rondon in just 2 rounds, announcing himself to the entire boxing world. By the mid-1970s, he had become one of the top heavyweight contenders. Even the legendary George Foreman, yes, that same Big George, found himself on the canvas several times during his bout with Ronnie.
And out, down.
That's something. Only certain guys can do that. Ron Lyle was one guy who could hit you so hard it didn't hurt. No one else did.
Fights back. Lyle, Foreman.
However, no opponent could completely break Lyle's will. Each time he returned even angrier and more dangerous. Then, in the spring of 1975, fate presented the former criminal with the chance of a lifetime. A fight against Muhammad Ali himself for the World Heavyweight Championship title.
Lyle would be Ali's opponent here tonight live in the Las Vegas Convention Center.
Before the fight, Lyle radiated the confidence and cold determination of a man who had been through hell. He openly provoked Ali, promising to shock the boxing world.
Well, Howard, let me say this, like I told you, I'm not going to try to kill him. I'm not going to try to kill him, buddy. I'm going to beat him. And that's how you win. You win. There is no certain amount of margin you win by a horse race. If you win by that much, the horse wins. If you win by 1 point in a basketball game, you win. You see, there's no certain way to win. The only thing is to do is to win.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Ali didn't stay silent. He smiled broadly in response to his challenger's bold words, but behind that smile lay a champion's confidence.
And tonight, well, you've made your boast. You say that Lyle will go anywhere between 1 and 8.
1 and 8, it'll be all over.
All over.
All over. The man's never been knocked out. George Foreman's never been knocked out. Chuck Webber's never been knocked out. And this man's never been out. So it gives me something to fight for.
Ali coming into the arena.
Finally, fight night arrived. Under the deafening roar of the crowd, Muhammad Ali walked to the ring in his signature white robe, basking in the spotlight. Ronnie Lyle walked toward him without emotion, his face stone cold, as if he wasn't going to a fight, but to another confrontation where life was at stake. The crowd's reaction was electric. The bell rang. The fight began.
Of the United States. Now the bell for round 1. Ali going right.
From the very first seconds of the fight, Ali attempted his famous rope-a-dope tactic, intentionally leaning against the ropes to absorb a barrage of punches, just as he had done against Foreman. But Lyle quickly found an opening in the champion's defense. In the first round, a precise jab from Lyle cut Ali's nose, and the crowd erupted.
Threes have been over the lights. He hits. He has knockout power in either hand, especially the left hook. Defensive fighter, he did the first 5 rounds, but he's got to go by the 8th. Only once was Ali heavier, 4.5. He weighed in at 227 for a lackluster effort against Ronnie, and the referee is Bird Hernandez. The scorers, the judges, Johnny Mack, Bill Kipp, and Art Lurie. The 15th round, if it goes the scheduled 15. Seems to be a little bit of blood out of Ali's nostril. Just underway, and there was blood out of Ali's right nostril, drawn in the first round, which had to be given to Lyle. Is not pursuing. But Lyle, still Ali is a great one at devising strategy on the spur of the moment. Now Ali's corner is yelling, "Stick 'em, champ." Now Ali is in the corner with the rope-a-dope tactic. 5 and 243. We've got a mic rounds to this fighter, the champion. Oh, a quick right by Ali. That was the first decent punch he's gotten off tonight. Ali with a right lead. Danced it all tonight. The left foot in front of the right foot. Whole new kind of fight that day in San Diego against Kenny Norton. The white trunks, of course, probably the most visible and recognized figure in the world. Why, he is clowning. The bell for the end.
Con the guy and they're coming after him.
Okay.
When he stings him, he'll come.
Right, Bertie Pacheco, Ali's personal physician at ringside. As Lyle, by Pacheco's own admission, is quote, rope-a-dope, unquote. Ali is talking to Lyle, taunting him. You can see the mouth open. Hearing will take place under due process on the 20th of May. Oh, a good quick left and right by Ali, his best blows of the night. Lyle trying to fight back, coming in with a right. No question, Lyle has no fear of this man. Round action. Live to your homes from the Las Vegas Convention Center. Ali defending against Ronnie. Lyle's got to be careful of that straight right. Lyle is not using himself up at all. And he got away from that quick. All right, round 4 action just underway. Live from the Las Vegas Convention Center. Ali, guys ready to go. You're ready to nail him. So far, there's been no steadily. Ali is still covering up the fists in front of the face. Remember, for Ali, there's been no foot movement. None of the old certain Ali's gone. It just said, champ, you've got to stick sometime, meaning use that left. 220 for Wetner at 223. This is an exercise in dullness. Nothing happening, only tactics. It's 4th round action about to close down. We'll be back when the round ends in a moment.
By the middle of the bout, Ali transitioned into his signature dance. He moved gracefully around the ring, taunting Lyle with a series of jabs and occasionally falling back onto the ropes as if ignoring the blows. Despite the champion's playful demeanor, Lyle pressed hard, pinning Ali against the ropes several times under a hail of punches. In the 6th round, the legendary Ali Shuffle electrified the atmosphere. Ali performed his trademark dance for the crowd, causing an explosion of delight and momentarily disrupting Lyle's rhythm.
After the Foreman fight, but not if your opponent won't let you get away with using. This is the way to fight Ron Lyle, with movement to chronic slow, sticking as Ali just did with the left. Now, how long Ali in his present physical shape can move remains to be seen. But for the first time in this fight, he's on his toes. He's dancing in the old style. Not as swiftly, not as smoothly, not as rhythmically, but there is the movement, mainly to the left. Occasionally, as there, back to the right, and then the quick jab. That's the quick right lead that Ali has used as his best blow of the night thus far, though it's registered no damage. Ali left himself open when he missed, but Lyle could not score. Unafraid, looked strong. That left is getting in, though. Left again. This is Ali's best round by far of the night. Now, Ali against the ropes. So right, for the first time tonight, Ali has produced any reaction from the fans. Any excitement at all. Although the crowd yelled, Lyle's right, only glance. 6th round action, quickly, Ali moving again, a little evidence of the shuffle. Ali moved in the 5th round, probably won the round, scored with a long-run win. One has to wonder if indeed Ali can keep dancing and able to do it yet. Both men are 33, and that was necessary to come back and to recapture the crown. Up to this point, the hero of this fight might well be construed to be Chicky. He is saying, stay close to him, to Muhammad Ali. Now Ali's in the corner, but you don't see wild flailing from Lyle as you did from Foreman behind his neck. Tell you this, Ali must not expose himself to that Lyle left hook. In Ali's career, he's been vulnerable to the left injection for the left hook. So did Sonny, the late Sonny Banks. Disappointing fight. Disappointing in the sense that Ali has shown little, if anything, but a smart tactical fight by Ron Lyle thus far. Again, we're live at ringside at the Las Vegas Convention Center. How it goes to his. He's not been able to use the rope because Lyle will not go in and largely disappoint. I suppose in a purist boxing sense, it's an interesting fight. Ali is now covering up. He'll be I think this would really be stretching things. It's been holding back, stretching reason a great deal. I think Ali is concerned now about this fight. Lyle, it seems to me, the aggressor in the fight. Lyle got in a good right to Ali's head then, with Ali in his rope-a-dope position. Lyle measuring him, trying to get into it. And let me tell you, you feel Lyle when he leans against your body because he's 219 pounds. All right, we'll be back with more of the Muhammad Ali Ron Lyle World Heavyweight Championship fight. Now let's pause for this first message from our local station.
Before the 8th round, Ali appeared unusually focused, having declared he would knock down his opponent in this round. As the bell rang, the greatest rushed forward, attempting a quick knockout, but Lyle was ready. Ali's straight left missed, and the experienced Lyle closed the distance, countering with a powerful right that made even the self-assured champion stagger back. It was a tough but successful round for Lyle. He forced the champion to expend a great deal of energy and made his mark on the judges' scorecards.
He's trying to get at Lyle. Lyle is a powerful man, can take a punch. When Jerry Quarry beat him, he hit him with everything he had, and Quarry could punch, I'll say that. And he said, I got tired of looking at the guy still coming at me. Ali is scoring much better, though, in this round. We're going to run this clock the whole round because of the prediction. Ali got to Lyle in. Ali got to him again with a right when Lyle was full of sweat. Lyle's whole body full of sweat. Ali's upper body sweating, but with nothing like the profusion of Lyle. Ali positions. The right lead is a dangerous punch. It takes longer to reach the adversary than the left, which is closer to the opponent's body. He is not going to knock Ron Lyle out as predicted. Ali is winning this round big. Not going to knock Ron Lyle out as predicted. And the crowd knows it. They're reacting. A big round for Muhammad Ali, no question about it. We're going to have to break for a commercial after this round, and we'll be back in a moment.
In the 9th and 10th rounds, Ali visibly slowed his pace. He continued his comical dancing on the spot, but now he often lowered his hands, allowing Lyle to take the initiative. The champion spent most of his time against the ropes, taking jabs and uppercuts to the body. The crowd grew impatient. Lyle kept working while Ali seemed to be conserving energy, as if he had hit the pause button on the fight.
Quick flurry by Ali, otherwise the round has been relatively devoid of action. Got a good left in there. Lyle got a left in. We're approaching the end of round 9.
Now, this guy, Lyle, fought a very smart fight early. He wouldn't wear himself out.
Oh, a right got into Ali. The side of Ali's head then. Right. It's got to be called a close fight in the 8th. No knockdowns, of course. I must say, although Ali continues to talk to Lyle, he's talking to him right now. He is doing nothing.
By the 11th round, Lyle was clearly exhausted, and Ali sensed his moment had arrived. The round opened with a devastating combination from the greatest, a precise right hand that shattered Lyle's defense, followed by a barrage of lightning-fast jabs and uppercuts. Ron found himself pressed against the ropes, unable to counterattack. It was clear he had reached his limit.
Informed opinion. He was a fighter. cut out of boys high school in Brooklyn. Hey, he hurt Lyle. Ali got to Lyle. Lyle is in trouble. He hurt him with a left. Lyle went back against the ropes. He's desperately trying to cover up. Ali won't expend himself while Lyle's against the ropes. But Ali smells blood. 11th round action. And Ali in command. Lyle's eyes are glassing. He's staggering. This time Lyle is ready to go. Look at that. Muhammad Ali. This is Muhammad Ali. The way he can be even at 33. Suddenly from nowhere, the left cut to Lyle. Sent him back against the ropes. Ali in
Referee Ferd Hernandez soon ended Lyle's suffering, stopping the fight with a technical knockout of the 11th round. According to the judges' scorecards at that moment, Lyle was still leading on 2 of the 3 cards, while the third judge had the fight scored even. However, spectators had already witnessed Ali's clear dominance in the final exchanges. After the stoppage, Ron Lyle simply cried out in surprise and spent several seconds unable to believe what had happened, swaying and leaning on the ropes. Only after regaining his composure did he stagger to his corner. The fight was over.
Stop it, but it's a TKO. Muhammad Ali successfully in the 11th round defends his heavyweight championship of the world. It came out of nowhere.
As the crowd celebrated, the challenger's arrogance and bravado were shattered by the unwavering will of a true champion. It was instant karma in action. For all his defiant words and past misdeeds, Lyle learned a hard lesson in front of the whole world. He had entered the ring against Ali with a killer's reputation, but his fists couldn't hide the truth. In a post-match interview, Ali paid his respects, calling Ron Lyle one of the most powerful punchers he had ever faced.
Call it as you see
Lyle's
it.
a scientific fighter. He's a good fighter. He's never been stopped. I didn't want to burn out my energy. I don't think the people realize it. Lyle is exhausted. See him doing most of the work. This took his toll. Me just standing there, no running, no dancing. Staying right there.
That one right hand did first left and then the right hand.
Yeah, first right hand.
For Ron Lyle, this defeat was a sobering moment. Before the fight, he had boasted that he would easily finish Ali in a couple of rounds, claiming he had survived worse in prison. But reality proved different. While he may have been a king on the streets, in the ring he faced someone whose spirit far surpassed his own. Lyle continued his career and even gave fans several memorable fights, including a legendary, brutal showdown against George Foreman. However, he never became a world champion. Though his criminal past was behind him, that night in Las Vegas served as a stark reminder. A great champion cannot be intimidated by a gun, a prison knife, or empty threats.
Chicky Ferrara with an accusation. Ron, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck to you.
I know the second stack before I got here, Howard.
Okay. It wasn't kosher, said Chicky Ferrara as he registers his indignation. And Ron Lyle just said, I know the circumstances under how I got here. Now this is Howard Cosell, along with Frank Gifford saying, so long from Las Vegas.